hundreds of mourners gathered last night.
There was a struggle, and shots were fired.
The
11-year veteran leaves behind a wife and 7-year-old
police
twin.
officer fatally shot an unarmed black man with his hands in the
They made the ultimate sacrifice.
His name was Marcus, he was always the target of jokes back at the station because his skin was the darkest. So back in August I got promoted to sergeant, picked him as my partner in front of the whole department. He always worked the hardest and I really got to know him, and we had these conversations every time we out patrolling. Pulled into the parking lot, sat at the boat docks, a known dope spot for the dealers with coke rock. Yo Sarge, I hope nothing pop off tonight, he tell me as the water was reflecting the moonlight. The mood's right, kill the engine on the cruiser. There's something I've been meaning to tell you about Junior. I'm scared if he joined the force I'll be there for his funeral. I said I never knew, you should've told me this sooner. But dude, you're wrong, recruitment is the right move. He said I like you, but listen, you a white dude, and you're blind to a lot of these black problems. My old hood say I turned my back on him. I don't want my son having gangsters clap on him. Cops are racist, say the station's blackwashing, and that's what my life is like as a black cop. They wanna see my ass chalked up on the blacktop, body on the asphalt, rotting at a crack spot. I don't want him feeling this and saying it's his dad's fault. I said stop, you're making me sad, Mark. I know we different colors and we come from different mothers, but I love you to death, dog, you're one of my brothers. He stopped and he stuttered, he said motherfucker, what you think that dude's doing there by the dumpsters? The man wore a hoodie, he was dressing in a black cap, and he was dragging something heavy in a trash bag. And when they blast gads or let a shotty pop, the dock is a common spot to come and dump the body off. And oddly enough, he skipped the dumpsters, headed towards the pier, so it was sorta clear that we had to check it out. We stepping out silently, trying to be quiet, see, cause we don't need no shit to end violently. Moving up behind him, we were slowly getting closer, pulling out our weapons from the holsters like we soldiers. Freeze, put your hands above the shoulders or it's over. Tell us what you're doing here and just do what we told you. He froze up, spun around, hoping he don't gun us down. He don't make a fucking sound, we say start talking. Trash bag dropped it, put his hand in his pocket. Time starts stopping, we just stand there watching. We don't wanna shoot yet, but we start cocking. If he's innocent, then it sits on our conscience. So we hesitated, he tested patience, then he pulled a Smith & Wesson, aimed it. I heard the pop, 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 don't wanna die, so I shot. The gunshots ringing, I'm feeling like I'm dreaming. I see his head explode into pieces, I pray to Jesus. Then I turn to Marcus and he's wheezing cause he's bleeding. I drop to my knees and I'm screaming, I can't believe it. I tell him that I love him, he tells me that he's leaving. He says one last thing before he stops breathing. Take care of my son for me, I mean it. So who we gon' call to stop the shooting? And who we gon' call to start the movement? What we doing right now is a lot of losing. The whole world's stuck in the gutter, we got it ruined. So who we gon' call to stop the shooting? And who we gon' call to start the movement? We gotta choose it ourselves if we wanna prove it. We gotta do it cause the cops won't do it. Time passed so fast, it was crazy. Me and my lady, we started thinking about a baby maybe. And on the daily, I'm denying God's existence. Junior joined the force against his dying father's wishes. He made his own decision, though I tried to discourage it, cause I felt like his surrogate. I was sure of it. Provide the encouragement, is that what I oughta done? But over time we kinda became like father-son. So one day I say, hey Junior, I need guidance please. You think my future wife will like this diamond ring? I suppose I'ma propose, so I bought it. He tell me she would love it, I stuffed it back in my pocket. I turned to leave the office, but he tell me stop a second. You gotta tell me boss, how you gonna pop the question? I tell him over dinner tonight when she not expecting. We've been together for years, somewhere along 11. We used to not want this, we both been divorced, and we both been through a lot of bullshit in court. Of course things are changing, I hope they for the best, man. Oh by the way, I want you as my best man. He told me honestly I would be honored. I told him back in the day it would have been your father. My God, I'm sure he's proud. You're my best policeman, I know you're trying to be like him. That's the reason we hugged and I was leaving. I ran a few errands, thinking about the marriage. Then I tried to call Karen, cause it was getting dark, so I start to head home. But I realized I needed to charge my dead phone. I hop in the car, started and start driving, hoping that Karen will be there when I'm arriving. I stop the car in the parking and garage park it, and walk the empty city streets back to our apartment. But my heart skips a beat when I get close. A man's outside it looking in my windows. He then goes to my door and he doesn't knock. He just rattles the knob to see if it's locked. I think I'm in shock. I pull my gun out and cock it. Walk up on him and I say start talking. Whips around quick, he got his hand in his pocket. I flash back to Marcus. Pop, pop, I shot him. His body drops in the darkness. I hold in a scream. Hand falls out his pocket. It's holding a ring. Can't believe what I've seen. It's monstrous. I must have dropped it at the office and lost it. I can't process that I was the shooter of my best friend's son. I just killed Junior. Jesus, I'm feeling like I'm dreaming. I drop to my knees and I'm screaming. I can't believe it. I tell him that I love him. He ain't capable of speaking. Skull's all in pieces, bleeding. He's not breathing. Take care of my son for me. I mean it. I put the gun in my mouth and then I squeeze it.